Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
So, how many of you have the bitter, sweet experience of when kids get a little bit older and they start being out of the home more than they're in the home? How many of you? Type. Because that's happening to us again.
Yeah. Caleb is going to go and work at the same camp that Hope is working at.
Which is a blessing.
Which is a huge blessing. So he's going to be gone. He leaves on Friday, which is in 2 days. And so he'll be at camp for the rest of the summer till mid-August.
And boy, he couldn't be more different than his sister.
Oh my gosh.
He's how many years younger?
4.
4 years younger.
4 years younger. 3.5 actually, but yeah.
And she had a lot of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, let me go.
Right. I'm off. I'm ready. I'm packed already. I'm ready to go. Come on, let's go. I want to get there early. Let's go. Yeah.
We actually, he doesn't watch these videos, so I can
doesn't.
tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the truth about our child leaving.
Mm-hmm.
We, for the last month, have had to put a moratorium on speaking about where he's going. We're calling it camp talk.
Yeah.
We said, look, we know you're excited. We're excited for you. We're excited with you. But you're only allowed to bring up camp 1 out of 3 questions or statements or anything.
Yep.
Because that's all we've heard.
It's been nonstop. And I
It's good.
applaud. I'm glad he's excited, but it's been
For the
longer
love.
than that. It's been longer than a month. It's been probably 2.
Please, just talk about a TV show. Talk about music.
For the love of Pete, talk about Legos or Star Wars.
Anything. So that, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, but you may or may not have heard what's going on behind us. But this is a huge blessing, and we are very grateful for it.
Yep. This is amazing.
We have a blessing. Today, we have a blessing. And it's loud, and I'm sorry that it's loud, but you should never look gift grass
No.
in the mouth.
Not ever.
Don't do it. I'm on the ground fixing a tire. Why? Because we've been blessed with really awesome neighbors who don't need to use a field. So our cows and our horses are going to be using their field and filling up with delightful grass and yummies. Well, that's lunch.
Snack. Breakfast.
So that's what we're doing. And so we got to fix the fences first. But before we do that, we got to fix the tire and we'll get on it. We'll share. I got to say, this is not a commercial for this brand. Not at all. But I got to tell you, I got this thing thinking it'd be a good battery backup. I thought this air pump thingy would be total junk. But it's saved the day at least 3 or 4 times now. Just basically set the PSI, let it go.
Finishing my breakfast. We had to get working early before the rain later today. Anyway, so the reason we're doing this is, you see our pasture over there. There's plenty of pasture for the cows. However, and we have hay. We have plenty of hay for them to eat. They just keep eating the grass. They won't eat the hay. And they're not getting all of the nutrition that they need and all of the grass that they need. Careful, there's wire right there.
I know where the wire is.
I didn't know if you saw it.
Crazy driver? Is that what this is?
Yes, absolutely crazy driver. Can't, no. It's not true.
So we got some patching to do before we actually light the fence up with the charger. Around here they call it a fencer.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But here we go. Caleb's out there. I already did all the way around. And look at all that grass. Yeah. Oh, honey. Yeah, it's like the Lipton tea plunge, right?
Oh.
Look at all that grass. got to pop this post back in. But real quick tip for the noobs out there who may be going, okay, fence post, fence pounder, great. Don't ever use one of these like a step-in post, and let me show you why. You see these little blades down here on the bottom? I, not knowing, thought that you could push on this like a step-in post. This thing right here is solid metal, cut straight through my shoe, up into my foot, and gave me what I should have gotten at least 6 or 7 stitches.
Well,
do not use these as step-in posts.
yeah, don't press on there to push it in. Use one of these.
Here, you hold this.
I'm just gonna set it down.
I know.
Then I'll hold this because I don't like doing it.
We don't need to see all the flappy. You can just cut it.
Just pound the pen.
All right. Getting there. Pretty soon, our cows and horses will be having delicious salad bar as far as the eye can see.
That didn't last long.
No, we just swapped these batteries out, and these are the smaller ones, mind you, but maybe 100 feet.
Yeah.
Before it's like, yeah, I'm done. So I don't know if they're billing this as a way to use these effectively, but not effective.
No.
Oh, you picky girl. You, my dear, should just eat your hay and your grain and the grass you already have. But no, you look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh, is that how it's going to be? You, my dear, are way too picky. All right, so you are next. We had to get your sister over there, and she's over there, but we had to finish up some weed whacking. Now you're next. I know. We're on it. Let's go see what we can see. Come on. Yeah, it's a tree. Dottie's over here. She's decided to go mountain climbing, apparently. Yeah. There's your pal. Look at this. Hi, friend. Hi, guys. All right. Now I've got to walk the fence line, make sure they know what not to touch. All right, so quick thing. Another reason why it's important to walk fence lines, especially if you're barring a pasture or somebody's being very kind and gracious to you. A lot of these old fields have been used for a lot of different things, and you never know what you might find just laying out, tangled up, ready to catch you or your animals, and you're not around. So always check and walk the field, because you never know what you may find, and you don't want one of them finding it for you, because that would be eesh. All right, sister, have fun. We do got to get a muzzle for Whiskey, because he's young and has a habit of overeating.
Yeah, so we want to make sure he doesn't overeat.
Yep. So
and she's going straight to where he's at.
Of course, they're all gonna hang out together.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're gonna hang out together. Cows of a feather poop together.
That's for sure.
All right, so other stuff that we have been super blessed to get done, which we had been waiting because it was still frosty in the evenings.
Yep, you have to wait. Up here in our grow zone is 3B. You have to wait until at least June 1st to plant in the ground. Well, we finally got everything done. We got cucumbers planted here. We'll set up our trellises.
Hold on. Let me show, and then we'll walk through. Okay, so this one over here, what do we got?
Yellow squash.
Squash?
Yeah, summer squash. Cucumbers, pickling and slicers. And then here we've got tomatoes. And over there we have tomatoes. And over here,
there,
big spot, that's all corn.
And as you can see, this is crazy. This is a word of caution to those people who may be thinking, you know what, I'll just wait until something bad happens in society, and then I'll dig up my backyard and then I'll plant stuff. I want to show you this because this has been tilled 4 times now.
And we use the tractor to cut the sod off the top.
Yep.
There's still grass growing. And this was, we did a one of the garden weasel things yesterday.
So ladies and gents, you see this grass coming through here? Sod was cut off.
Yep.
Then it was tilled.
Yep.
Then it was tilled a second time, back and forth. Then it was garden weaseled. And then we did it again before we planted. And this is only like a day and a half.
Yep.
And you've got to understand that you can't just think that it's just going to pop up all this wonderful food when it's probably going to look like that.
Or that over there. And you won't get any food because the grass is going to overtake it.
Yep. So now this wonderful,
Awesome.
well, I don't even know what that's where we're keeping our compost.
Yep.
But continue on with your tour, baby.
All right, so we have tomatoes here, and then tomatoes over here, and they're all doing pretty good. That one's kind of flopped over a little bit, but
it was bad raining last night.
Yeah, and then over here we have peppers, and those are all doing good.
That one had a little hard time last night. There was a bad thunderstorm.
Yeah, it was a heavy rainstorm last night. This one here is empty. This has nothing in it for if we remember to what else we want to grow. So we left this one empty. Because then we've got those tubs over there. We have peas in 2, lettuce in 2, more cucumbers, and then there's more peppers down there on the end.
Now, a quick word on these planters. We had this idea. Let's talk about it for a second. So those raised bed planters, and I'll show them to you in a second here, closer. They're 275-gallon totes with cages. And what we did that was good and bad is this. Well, we got these things cheap. They were $40.
I think they were $40 each. They're not, they didn't have chemicals in them, so they're technically food grade.
BPA free.
BPA free, right. We put in manure and some soil and different things in there. We did top them off with some more manure that was seasoned from last year. But be aware that these, when you fill them up, they are going to sink down. I mean, these were half full and we've had them for 2 years.
Yep. So good and bad. The plastic wears out a lot faster than you think.
Well, depending on the tote. Like these 4 here,
see that one over
they're
there?
fine. Those 2 over there, not so fine. I'm not sure what the difference in those 2 containers was, but you got to look for the thicker plastic. That plastic over there is much thinner than these. That's the only difference that I can find. These are still pliable.
And here, these were the first ones we did, and there's a mistake. This, by cutting the top where you have the nice rounded edge, is far better, far more strong, far less able to cut you than that.
Yeah, we definitely did on these edges. Here, point at them. These edges here, we took a drill with one of those
wire
brushes and did file those down. That was definitely a huge help.
This is far better though. I agree with you. It's just this is far better.
Yeah, I like the ridge because then I can hold on to that and weed as, you know.
Now another thing too, these ones have actually built-in pallets.
Yep.
And if you had to, you could move them. I wouldn't want to because they're going to be heavy, but you could.
Yeah, the bottoms are definitely better for moving. The tops don't have pallets or have the built-in pallets, obviously. But yeah, and also something else we did when we before putting the dirt in is we drilled holes in the bottom.
Yep.
So that they would not fill up with water, that the water would drain out.
You bet. And one of the huge benefits of this is not bending over.
Yep.
As much.
Yeah, it's not to the ground.
But the other thing is they get the soil nice and warm a lot sooner.
Yep. These have been great. I like these. I like our wooden raised beds, but I like these because they're taller.
Yep. These look cool.
Yeah, these look cool.
And we got to cut the grass, but
well,
yeah.
Like every other
day. And look at the seed going over there.
Yeah, that's rhubarb.
Different thing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, been waiting on this for a while. There's a lot of you been waiting on this for a while, actually. What's in here? Yeah. I was a Boy Scout. What the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
You cut away from yourself.
Yeah.
Always cut away from yourself.
Tearing the box open like some.
I'm gonna tear into it. Got to show you what's coming on here. Cut away from yourself. See, myself is not over there. Check this out. That's not what's important.
Documents enclosed.
That's not what's important. What's important is right in here. Oh, folks. I've been doing scripture music, which is straight up Bible text, words straight out of God's word, and putting them to music, like modern music, guitars, bass, drums, different styles. And you guys have wanted them on CD, so I got them on CD. Normally, the music is free. You can download it right off of everydayoutreach.com. You can download it, but there's a lot of you who said, you know what, I want a CD. So we got CDs made. So if you want a CD and you want just straight scripture, nothing added, I didn't change any lyrics, I didn't do anything to it. And I think a lot of people have been really enjoying it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have.
So check it out, everydayoutreach.com. All right, side note before we keep going, we were concerned, as were many farmers around this area, about the amount of water that was coming down out of the sky, or lack thereof, during the winter. We got so little snow where we were, and we were all concerned that it was going to translate into bad grass, dry. And boy, could we have not been more wrong.
Yeah, no kidding. Brad has actually cut the yard where we don't have animals, which I'm thinking maybe we should put animals, just a temporary fence, because he's cut the grass more the last, I don't know, 2 weeks than
Month.
he did all summer, last summer.
No joke.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
Was crazy. I need to check the drought.gov site again and see where we're at now. We're probably still in drought conditions, even though there's standing water everywhere.
It's been raining at least every other day, maybe every 3 days.
Yeah, and not just little bits of rain.
Lot.
Heavy rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are very grateful for the grass that now, the nutrition that is going into our horses and cows.
Yep.
We will have to show you how this goes, getting them back and forth between the barn and the paddock, because fortunately it's not far away.
Yeah.
However, I'm guessing that they might want to really hurry to get to the grass in the morning.
And then not want to come back to the barn.
That's my
in the
concern.
evening. So we're going to have to entice them with the grain is what
Get
we're
a
going to have
bucket,
to do. Yep.
shake your bucket,
Yeah.
shake it, shake your bucket, baby. And we're going to tie them to the ATV in case they decide they're going to run.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll go slow. We'll go one at a time. And
yeah, like if you're a 200-pound person and you're holding the rope,
and a 1,000-pound cow decides
you're going.
Yeah.
However, because sometimes when we touch, the honesty is too much. I just want to hold you till the fear in me subsides.
You have a blessed and amazing day.